Some TV, the pulse of the nation.
In today's digital age, staying ahead of the curve is crucial for success. Turabo Business School is committed to empowering the next generation of leaders with the skills they need to thrive. We present to you our special computer training exclusively designed for SS3 and JSS3 graduates. Our comprehensive program covers a wide range of topics, including Microsoft Word, master the art of document creation and editing, unlock the power of data analysis and visualization, Microsoft Access, learn to manage and analyze database, Microsoft PowerPoint, create stunning presentations that captivate audiences, graphic design using CorelDRAW, unleash your creativity and design skills, Photoshop, enhance your image editing skills and create stunning visuals, programming using web design, build dynamic website and web applications, database development, learn to design and manage databases, UI/UX design, create user-friendly and intuitive interfaces. At the Turabo Business School, we believe in creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Our experienced instructors will guide you every step of the way, providing you with hands-on training and mentorship. Don't miss this opportunity to gain a competitive edge. Contact us today to learn more about our program and register for the next session. Call 080-6026-9140, 070-6342-8464, or 090-1010-8844 between 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. Turabo Business School, creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Join us today and unlock your full potential. Turabo Business School, opposite Civil Service Commission, Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Turabo State. Empower yourself with the skills of the future. Register now. In today's digital age,
Hello viewers, a lovely good evening to you guys out there from Some TV. This is what's trending on Some TV, the pulse of the nation. Welcome to another episode and edition of what's trending on Some TV, the pulse of the nation. For today, I'm your anchor, Teresa Ayubaduse, aka Tessie Stone. Welcome for joining us on Some TV. And today with me, I have a wonderful guest in the studio. Here by my left-hand side, I have Mr. John, aka Techly. Thank you so much for coming in, sir. It's nice having you here today.
Thank you for having me once again.
All right, you're welcome. And by my left-hand side, I have my co-presenter and person of Petit Mama, a.k.a. Capacity. You know, this girl is so capable. You see her smile, the way she's looking fresh and tush. Thank you so much for having you today. All right, my guests in the studio, how was your day today? You know, today is Monday. Mondays, people don't actually like Mondays. They'll be like, hi, I wish today is Tuesday. So how is your day been Monday today?
I woke up today and it was like, let me rest more, let me rest.
Wow. That's really...
Because, the weather was conducive. We had a sound sleep.
Seriously, that Jalingo weather is really becoming nice, you know. All right, Capacity Lady, what do you have to say about this?
Well, today is Monday. It's not kind of stressful because me, I feel today was kind of rushed. Like the Monday went and now it's 5 p.m. and yes.
Wow, that's really a great one there. All right, my viewers, I know Mondays used to be hectic, but thank God Monday has come to an end. Let's believe and hope that you'll be fine and audible with everything you're doing, and you know. All right, my viewers, there'll be a number displayed for you to be part of our trend for this evening. There'll be a phone number displayed on the screen for you. You can call in to air out your own opinion based on the stories we have for today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive to the story we have for today. My first story goes this way. Retired police officer laments 2 million pension after 35 years in service. Wow, this is going to be a huge story. All right. A retired superintendent of Nigerian Police Force has cried out in frustration after being informed that his pension entitlement is just 2 million naira, despite serving the country for 35 years. The heartbreaking revelation was shared on X, formerly Twitter, by a user identified as @Chooks Eric, who posted a video of the retired officer expressing his disappointment and disbelief. According to the officer, he officially retired on October 1st, 2023, but had received no payment until recently when he was contacted about his supposed pension. I retired from the Nigerian Police in 2023, October 1st. Since then, nothing has been paid to me. Just 2 weeks ago, they called me and said they are going to pay me 3 million naira. I asked what for. They said my pension, the officer lamented. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's watch the video and see as this man is lamenting over these payments, because I don't feel it's proper, but let's hear from the horse's mouth.
Police. I retired from the Nigerian Police in 2023, October 1st. Since then, nothing has been paid to me. Just 2 weeks back, they called me that they are going to pay me 3 million naira. What for? They say that is my pension. Lo and behold, the 3 million naira is not just all the whole pension. That 1 million naira is my arrears for the time, from the time I retired to date. Then 2 million naira is my entitlement. I cannot serve this country for good 35 years and being paid 2 million naira. The devil is a liar. Please, the IG, let the IG hear this. I was a superintendent of police before retirement. Even if your brother happens to be a police superintendent of police today and he is being asked to take 2 million naira home as a retirement benefit, ask yourself if it will be well. I am not collecting that money. I am not going to collect that money. Let my service be in vain. I don't give a shit. I don't have money. And 2 million naira will not solve or make me being a rich man. It will never. I'm not rich. And because of, I will not, no. Wasted all my years thinking that I'll take something home after retirement. All the police will do is to give me 2 million naira. What a shame. And I said, I serve my father's land. I serve my country wholeheartedly. Then my benefit will be 2 million naira. Please, I want the whole world to hear this. $2 million naira, a superintendent of police I want the federal government to do something about this too. If the federal government will not take action, on my own side, I'll fight my battle the way by myself. I'll fight it the way to see if I'll fight it my own way. No problem. But let the federal government do something. How can I serve the Nigerian police? I dedicate my life, I dedicate determination, everything to serve this country. 35 years, coming down home, you are giving me 2 million naira. What for? What for? What for? Come on.
Wow. You know, this really touching. I don't really know what to say. But let me give room for opinion. So you can call in also to air out your own opinion based on the story you just heard and from the video you just watched. Let me start with Mr. John here with me in the studio. Mr. John, what do you have to tell us about this man and the lamentation he has been doing on social media?
This story is a very sad story. It's heart-touching. How can someone serve his nation for 35 years and he has nothing to show about it? I will, on my own, want to call on the federal government, the IG of police, to look into his case, because from 2022, as he said, that he retired till date, you are now paying him 1 million naira as arrears, then 2 million as gratuity. It's so bad. This has shown a high level of corruption in the Nigerian police.
Wow. That's so deep and touching. All right, Capacity Lady, what do you have to say about this video? You know, it's something else.
Okay, thank you very much for this opportunity to express myself. First of all, I want to get it clear. Pension is supposed to be paid monthly after your retirement, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, not really like that. I don't think it's monthly payments. There are some that they only calculate. They don't pay. They don't even pay it immediately, like that. It takes some months.
No, normally it's not supposed to take some months.
Yes.
Pension is supposed to be paid as salary is paid, because pension is a certain percentage of your normal salary. Then the gratuity is, okay, we want to settle you. This is what you have labored for over the years. Then you pay him off.
All right, I guess we have a
what
caller.
I'm trying to say here is that for all this wealth, like he has not been paid and he hasn't speaked up. Like this is the time that when they said now you should come and collect his pension and they've gathered everything, that's when he's trying to come out and speak. So me, I feel, yeah, what they did was wrong and they didn't do well, but he should have said something earlier than now for him to come out at the dying minute and he's lamenting about the whole issue. So yeah, I feel that's my own opinion on this issue. Like he should have said something earlier, because maybe it's not too late, but
you know, sometimes it's not just him.
Yes.
There are much.
There are plenty, so they can't pay.
So some people are just being patient. Let's see what's going to happen, because I'm sure he's not the only one that retired that year. So there are much, and if anything like that is going to be done, it will be done collectively. I believe there's a union for pensioners. You understand? It will, and I've seen other people do it, and they have a leader in that union that would have really come out to speak for them. But I believe this is not what he was expecting. So it's a big blow on him. He has to cry out. he has to cry out.
So it's not even much. Like the pay there is small for that for 35 years. To me, I feel
Or
it's
a superintendent of
yeah,
police,
like
2 million naira gratuity. What is he going to do with it?
wow.
And in this dispensation, that things are very expensive.
Yeah.
What is he going to use 2 million naira for?
Seriously, that's
At
even
least
not-
he's still young. He can start up another life after retirement. Maybe invest in businesses that that will keep him up. You understand? But 2 million naira, what is he going to use that for?
wow. That's really something
There are
else.
people that are retired at that stage, and their children are not done with school. He's going to pay school
Yeah.
fees. He's going to take care of his family. He's going to. So what is going to use 2 million naira for?
And you even imagine some of
2
them are
million
staying in
naira for
a
35
rented
years.
apartment. You see some of them in a rented apartment. They're yet to build their own house. You have to come and think of house rent, feeding, school fees, clothing, and all that. And I don't know what our country is turning into, but we just hope for the better Nigerian, because it's not easy on people. Things are getting tough every day, and then people are there busy struggling to survive. People are living from hand to mouth based on the way things are going on in our country, and I feel it's not supposed to be that way. So he's calling on the federal government and our viewers. If you just join us, this was trending on Some TV, and we're discussing about a retired policeman lamenting on a pension of 2 million naira given to him, which he said he served his father's country or his father's land for 35 years for just 2 million naira. So he said he will not accept it. So he's calling on people to help him, and he's crying on the government also to be able to see what they will do about it. And my guests here with me in the studio have aired their own opinion by saying, yeah, they should do the needful, and then yes, he's old enough to cry, and then his wages, he's crying for what he has done. He served the land, he has done his part, leaving the rest to God. So now it's their turn to pay him for what he has done so far. So if you have any opinion, if you have any comment, you can call in with that number displayed on the screen. You can air out your own opinion. You can send us SMS. You can also drop a comment on our Facebook page at Some TV and on our YouTube at Some TV Live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what our netizens are saying. But before that, we have a first caller in. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Evening, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
Yeah, my name is Mbedi. I'm calling from Agasu local government in Benue State.
Okay, so what do you have to say about this trend right now?
In fact, this program I don't touch my dad right now. He's crying.
Hey, yeah.
My dad work in Taraba State, one of the Karimami local government. In retirement, they gave him 2.2 and ASP.
Wow.
I imagine this. I don't know what this country is turning to. Right now, my father is suffering. I dropped from school because of my younger ones.
Yeah.
In fact, what another time is know that another time that my father wants to ask me that 2015 I want to Taraba to know I want another 300 level.
Wow.
No way to speak. I don't do anything. I don't do anything. And then my younger ones are coming all the time to ask me my age, jump. Okay. As far as I took up education, then just take a chance. But in fact, what Nigerian police are doing is not good.
Wow.
2.2 million naira. But that's what I'm short. Because government police, somebody police, they don't have house. They don't build house for themselves. Yeah.
Exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Do something about these issues.
Wow. Thank you.
We have to pursue this program. One stuff for the future. Over radio.
Okay.
That was that won't do that we want to. We don't know we are looking.
Yeah.
Nigeria, we can do something about these issues.
Wow.
Happen for us, make it more happen.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you so much. Keep watching Some TV. Wow. Thank you so much for calling. It's really touching. You just heard what this caller said. He said At some point, he has to
siblings.
drop out of
Yes.
school because of that.
He has siblings, they are going to ride WAEC and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
2.2 million naira.
That's very sad.
It's very sad. But I would like to tell
ASP.
the people in service something.
Mm.
That you are sowing a seed.
Mm.
You are sowing a seed because one day you also get, you also be retired.
Mm.
And you will not be happy if you pass through the same thing. You understand? You know, it has become a normal thing in this country that when somebody, okay, the pensioners, when they are pursuing their money, you have to pass certain offices, and all these people you're passing through must be bribed. Then how much is going to be left?
Mm.
So I believe the IG, the federal government, have to look into this matter.
Seriously.
Those people in the account section,
Mm.
they should run check on them. The top officers, they should run check on them, because someone cannot serve this country for good 35 years successfully.
Mm.
Looking at the risk of being a first man, I'm sure there are so many of his mates that died in battle. You understand? So how can someone successfully retire? He's supposed to go and rest, and they're giving him this kind of money.
Wow. And I heard
It's
that
so
they will increase it to like, is it 40 years or so?
so sad.
Not just 35 years now. They're going to increase their extension of year to 40 years. And I just imagine, you're not done paying for 35 years. So how will you now cope with the 40 years pension payment? Because it's something else. Seriously. I don't know what our country's turning into, but thank you so much for your comment. You can still call us on the number displayed on the screen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what our netizens are saying about this trend. At Adana Papaya said, at these ones you collected from bribes and leave us alone. Wow. Okay, her own case is different. Yeah, we know that there are those ones that stay on the road, but you know. All right, let's see the caller calling in. Hello, good evening. All right, please, when you're trying to call us, try to turn off the volume of your TV so we'll get to hear you better. All right, you know, this first comment here is funny. Yeah, I know that some of the officers, all those ones, how do they used to call them? You see, how they stay on the road, you just give them bribe and pass. And, yeah, this 20 naira, 15 naira, and all of those things. This one is not angry. Some people said that is a karma to put.
Actually, this comment is very powerful.
Yes, it is strong one, sir.
That way, but we'll not conclude that.
Yes, it's all of
police
them.
Personnel are corrupt. You know, those ones that are on the road, how they treat people, but we cannot generalize it that all of them are. So, so with this comment now, it's just like there's a statement.
There's a full stop.
Dog.
That is serious. Yeah, you know, definitely in everything you do, there must be a one, like that. There must be that one person that will spoil the name of others, not just in the police work or military work, even in civil service. Some people can just be office trying to just do something with you. So it's not like it's a must. You see, when the guy is where you must just get something. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm Mobile. I'm calling you from Akwanga.
Okay, Mobilia from Akwanga. What do you have to say about this trend?
What is happening with Nigeria police is not good, and it doesn't start from today. Compare that ASP, the similar rank to Air Force, Navy. Similar rank goes home with what is more than 25 million. Verify what I'm telling you. But it's a systemic problem in Nigeria Force. Their pension program is very poor.
Wow.
And they have different types of pension pattern. So it's going to take some time for Nigeria police correct what is happening. The problem of Nigeria police is Nigeria police itself. Police doesn't like his friend, doesn't like his colleague. It's a fact. I'm not a policeman. I have good friends working in Nigeria police force. If you talk to them, if you chat with them, if you discuss with them, if you start meditation, my sisters, forget about Nigeria police.
Wow.
The issue of bribe doesn't end to Nigeria police. It doesn't end there. Any uniform, any office. Corruption is a culture in Nigeria. So let us not paint Nigeria police as if they are the only people collecting bribes in Nigeria. Their own is too open. It's too glaring. That's just it.
Wow.
That's my contribution. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. Wow. You know, that's really a wonderful comment out there. It's not just the Nigerian police that are into all of this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move to our last but not the least trend for today. The last trend goes this way. School expel 19 students who sneaked out to swim as one drowns in river. You see all these Nigerian students that don't hear word. All right. 19 secondary school students have been expelled after they allegedly snuck out of the school premises to swim in a river, resulting in a tragic drowning of one of their classmates. The incident was revealed in a post shared on TikTok, where an individual speaking on behalf of the school confirmed the explosion of the students due to their action. According to the post, a group of about 20 students left the school without permission to swim in a nearby river. Unfortunately, one of them drowned during the outing and did not make it out alive. Wow. Let's watch this video and hear how they are disciplining the student and giving them an expel.
Come and wait patiently for you. When you finish, they take you back. So you are done with your WASSCE papers. If your parents do not have time, that one, it is between you and them. It is your business. So the 10, that is the sanction. So you are dismissed. Go back. Come and wait patiently for you. When you finish, they take you back. So you are done with your WASSCE papers. If your parents do not have time, that one, it is between you and them. It is your business. So the 10, that is the sanction. So you are dismissed. Go back.
Wow. No, students are very stubborn. But me now, the question I want to ask my guests, who should be blamed? Is it the school or the securities in the school? Mr. John, what do you have to tell us about this?
Well, my own candid opinion is that I blame the school.
Okay.
These are children. And children are meant to be guided. So for these children, 20 students sneaked out of school, not one, not two, not three. 20 students.
Yeah.
Did they jump over the fence? Did they pass through the school gate? How is the security system of the school? So for me, it's unacceptable.
Wow.
It's unacceptable. I blame the school.
Okay.
And the security of the school. How can 20 students
Sneak out of
sneak out of a school? Then what are the teachers doing? What was the head teacher doing? What are the security personnel doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 20 sneaked out of school. It's unacceptable.
Wow. That's nice
So I
comment.
blame the school.
Thank you so much for your response. All right, Capacity Lady, what do you have to say about this?
Well, our guests have said it all. Yes, we blame the school. Me, I just feel probably the school now is trying to push blames on students. Because there's no how 20 students will sneak out of the school.
And without knowing.
Without knowing. Definitely they might have known. But since this is how it turned out to be, then definitely they'll push all the blames on the student. They shouldn't even come on social media to say this and that. Well, nobody's going to buy that.
Wow.
Because 20 students sneaking out of the school. Like our guest said here, how is the security of the school?
Yeah.
Okay? Because again, we'll talk about the children. Children themselves, they know they hear what at some point. You get, why will you go? You know your strength can't carry you to this. You go swimming. You get. There's this incident that once happened while I was serving. There's this woman that her son. This one was not in school, that her son had to go out to swim, and three of them entered the river. This are so particular that didn't even come out. So the child was scared. He has to call the mother direct. And she was at work. You see how she was panicking. And it was a very painful one. Like she disturbed the whole environment, crying, shouting, and all of that. It's very bad. Children, please, they should also look out for their parents, because it's very painful for you to lose your child due to a lack of hearing words and all of that. That's what I have to say about that.
Thank you so much, my guest in the house, in the studio with me too. Thanks so much for wonderful comments. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, there's always a beginning and end of everything. We've come to the end of today's show, but before we go, let's look at our Facebook comment. Here we have from Caleb Kudu. I'm watching your show. I'm enjoying your show. It's Caleb Kudu from Just Watching Some TV. Thank you so much, Mr. Caleb, for watching. At Mozimbo Nehemiah said, I never know this young guest, Mr. John, can be this serious. That is to say, they know how Mr. John here is so unserious. They have to even know that now he's been very serious. Wow, that's really good. Thank you so much for that wonderful comment out there. We really appreciate you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for staying with us. Keep watching Some TV. And What's Trending is a program that we have every day at 5 p.m. sharp. So don't delay and don't stay back. Don't be told. Just tell a friend to tell a friend. But permit me to appreciate my guest in the studio today. Thank you so much, Mr. John, for having you here. We don't know you can be this calm, but we really appreciate you for being calm for our show. And also, Capacity Lady, thank you so much for being here with us in the studio tonight. All right, permit me to also appreciate our producer and person of James Emmanuel Atta. Thank you so much for doing a wonderful job, our producer out there. And also the man behind the camera at Moses. Thank you so much for doing a wonderful job. Control Master, thank you so much, Meshach, for doing a wonderful job out there. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of What's Trending today. Do have a wonderful evening. I still remain your anchor, Teresa Ayuba Dute, a.k.a. Tessie Stone.
Of the curve is crucial for success. Turabo Business School is committed to empowering the next generation of leaders with the skills they need to thrive. We present you our special computer training exclusively designed for SS3 and GSS3 graduates. Our comprehensive program covers a wide range of topics, including Microsoft Word, master the art of document creation and editing, unlock the power of data analysis and visualization, Microsoft Access, learn to manage and analyze database, Microsoft PowerPoint, create stunning presentations that captivate audiences, graphic design using CorelDRAW, unleash your creativity and design skills, Photoshop, enhance your image editing skills and create stunning visuals, programming using web design, build dynamic websites and web applications, database development, learn to design and manage databases, UI/UX design, create user-friendly and intuitive interfaces. At the Turabo Business School, we believe in creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Our experienced instructors will guide you every step of the way, providing you with hands-on training and mentorship. Don't miss this opportunity to gain a competitive edge. Contact us today to learn more about our program and register for the next session. Call 080-6026-9140, 090-6342-8464 or 090-1010-8844 between 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mondays to Fridays.